Yo, what's up, guys? Sorry about the wait. Took a second to log in, but anyways, we got a lot of games today. We also have some promos. PrizePicks has a discount on Trey. So anyways, let's try to lock in some good plays. So in these live streams, I try to focus on the main DFS apps, PrizePicks, Underdog Fantasy, and where should we start? I mean, let's kind of take a look. There's a lot of games today. One, two. A lot of these games are starting at 4. So we have 6 NBA games today. And maybe we'll start out on PrizePicks with this Trey Young discount. So again, like the more books you use, sometimes PrizePicks has good promos. Other times it's Underdog. But what we can do is hopefully, find something for this promo play on Trey. And then we can look at the other books like ParlayPlay, like Dabble, where we had a pretty good day yesterday. So anyways, let's go ahead and let's kind of look into it. So where do we want to start on PrizePicks? So we have Trey over 22.5 points. That's the discount. Well, this play is available on Underdog. I don't know how long it will last. So maybe we go over to Underdog Fantasy quickly. Damn, there's a lot of esports discrepancies available for tomorrow. Where's this play on Trey? We also have this play, Trey over 9.5 assists. So I'm already on that on PrizePicks. I already gave that out on PrizePicks. Trey over 9.5 assists. But hey, we can bet it again on Underdog Fantasy for this live stream. So let's kind of go ahead. Where is it? Where's Trey's assist line? Did they just remove it? It looks like we may have missed it anyways. But it's still available on Dabble. But yeah, you can see Underdog already removed it. Now it's only available on Dabble. So again, like that's the benefit of using multiple books is, never know which book is going to have the best lines on a given day. So we have 1 hour until the games start. And the first play we want to go with is Trey over 9.5 assists. So again, like the way that PrizePicks, Underdog, these sites work is they give you the same payout, right? You take a guy's over or under, like it doesn't matter. You get the same payout. So the strategy for beating them, like we take LeBron's over, under, whatever, double, like any of these lines, any 3-pick entry you create, you're going to be getting a 6x payout. So let's go over to Dabble. So the first play we want to go with is Trey over 9.5 assists. All the sports books have his over heavily favored. Again, it's not just like there's one data point. There's all these different sports books. They all have his over heavily favored. So that's a great play to go with. But anyways, let's shut up for a second. Let's just try to lock in a slip. And next we can go to the Raptors game. So there's been a lot of value on Dabble. Again, I always recommend, using as many of these sports books as possible. But anyways, let's kind of take a look at our second pick, which is going to be Barnes under 36 PRAs. And then we'll go over to PrizePicks because I got to get something in for the PrizePicks promo. But I figure, hey, we might as well start on Dabble. So let's pull this up. Come on. So you can see here, Scotty Barnes, and I love betting unders. So let's take a look here. Scotty Barnes under 36 and under 36 PRAs. All the other books have this line, 35.5, 34.5 on Hot Streak, 35.5 with the under favored on Caesars. Like you want to consider the juice. 35.5 with the under favored, 34.5, 35.5 with the under favored. So Dabble has their line on Scotty Barnes too high. Anyways, I got to zoom out for a second. And let's try to find something to go with. And then we'll go over to PrizePicks. So we got 2 picks. We got Trey over 9.5 assists. We got Scotty Barnes under 36 PRAs. And again, like you never know I never know what I'm going to bet on a given day. Sometimes there's a lot of value on PrizePicks. Sometimes there's a lot of value in the NBA. Sometimes it's college basketball, whatever. But anyways, the final play we can go with can be Bridges under 3.5 assists. So it's the same strategy, right? For Trey, all the sports books are telling us, he's a big favorite to go over 9.5 assists. For Bridges, all the books have his under heavily favored. So let's go to the Warriors-Nets game. Right here. Where the fuck is it? So anyways, we want to go here and then just try to move quickly. Again, these good lines. Dabble doesn't bump things as quickly, but they do bump things. And what I can do is, okay, let's just kind of lock this in. So you can see if I try to bet $500 on it, they're going to tell me, hey, you're limited to a max of $45. So I'm limited to a max of $45. We already have some plays open from the previous live stream for the Super Bowl, so that's pretty exciting, and that can be our first play of the day. So we have a play on, we got a play on Dabble, which hopefully you can see. And again, they give me a max of $45. It's plus 500 odds. 6x payout means plus 500 odds. So let's go here, and then we have Trey over 9.5 assists. Again, it's gone on PrizePicks. We hit it last night on PrizePicks, or I gave it out on Twitter. Now PrizePicks, they got a discount on Trey, but that's Trey points. I assume they have his assist line. Yeah, they haven't bumped up to 10. And again, it may not seem like a big difference, 9.5 versus 10, but it really matters long term. So anyways, we got Trey over 9.5 assists. We got Scotty Barnes under 36 PRAs. And then we got Bridges under 3.5 assists. And again, I'll put this little live stream tracker in the chat, but we got our first play in. What's up, guys? No, I didn't do the Trey Young play yet, but we can go over to the Trey Young play. So we want to take Trey Young over 22.5 points. And then we need to find some things to pair with it. So we only got an hour before the game starts, so we're going to try to move quickly, and then we'll go over to Underdog Fantasy. Maybe we'll take a look at Fliff. So where should we go? What do we have on PrizePicks? Let's see. So again, like if all books have the exact same line, then there's no value in the market. That's not what you want to see. But the first play we can pair with Trey Young is Kyrie Irving over 4.5 rebounds. So let's see if this is still available. Again, so many people like to look at these last 5 charts, but all that stuff is already baked into the market, right? Into the odds that sportsbooks are putting out. All the books have Kyrie heavily favored to go over 4.5 rebounds, minus 140, minus 150 on Fliff. His over is the more likely outcome, and we're just using market data to kind of tell us that. So then what we want to do is ideally find some esports plays. So where should we go to next? So we now have 2 picks in our PrizePicks entry. We got Trey over 22.5 points. We got Kyrie over 4.5 rebounds. But we need to find some other things to pair with it. So in general, like when there's only 2 data points here, you can see there's only PrizePicks Underdog. But anyways, let me put this spreadsheet. I don't know if I remembered to, but anyways, here's the live stream tracker. Yeah, that Sexton play was absolutely bullshit. We had a good day in general. Derek White sold a couple plays. We had a couple wins. We had more than a couple wins. But this play fucking sucked. I mean, Colin Sexton, he barely played in the third. Or he played like half the third. Then he didn't play the fourth in a close game. So that sold a bunch of parlays. But anyways, what we can do is let's lock in some plays. Wait, so what were we looking at? We were looking at PrizePicks. So in general, like, you know, what's great about the NBA is you literally, like, there's hundreds of books. All these books have sophisticated models. They're all taking bets, moving lines around based on where action's coming in. So you have a bunch of data points on, like, okay, where should the line be set? Like, I mean, there's literally tons of sports books. The Lakers are huge favorites tonight. And you can see, like, you know, all these books have slightly different odds. They're taking slightly different bets. They have slightly different models. But obviously, it's pretty clear the Lakers are pretty big favorites, like minus 700, 7-1 favorites. But anyways, what do we want to do? We want to find our PrizePicks play. So where should we go to? So again, like, the more data points you can see, the better. What's up, guys? Looks at Bimas. Hedge Luna. But anyways, let's go ahead and let's see what we have. So let's take a look at this play. CS2. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at CS2. So we got 2 picks already. Let's take a look at this play. Bimas over 26. So if we kind of pull up his line, that's not what I want to look at. We want to look at CS2. You know, PrizePicks has his line at 26, Underdog at 28.5. Hot streak at 27.5. Obviously, you wouldn't want to bet the under on PrizePicks. But again, like, you know, PrizePicks, they give you really bad payouts for 3-pick entries. It's only a 5x payout. Underdog Fantasy, Dabble, you know, they're giving you a 6x payout for these 3-pick entries. So we don't want to place, you know, we don't want to place 3-pick entries on PrizePicks. So we still need to find a couple more picks. And again, I just try to find 5 plays with value, lock them in, and anyways, let's kind of scroll out here. So let's take a look at, we got another esports play. Viability of Palward betting. But anyways, we can go back here. Let's take a look at this guy. So we currently have 3 picks in our entry. Hopefully you can see it. Anyways, let me try scooting it in a bit. So we have Trey's over, we have Kyrie's over, we have Bymus's over, and then let's take a look at this play. Did they already bump him down? So, yeah, I mean, I don't love this. Jock Market has a better line at 31.5, so it doesn't feel that great taking the under 31. So let's skip over that one. But hopefully we can find some other good plays to go with. And then we can go back to dabble maybe. So what do we want to go with? What do we want to go with? Anyways, let's see. What do we like here? So let's refresh this. And there's also some plays on Fliff. Draymond, under 6.5 assists. I mean, this looks really good, right? Like, all the other books, FanDuel, they have his under favored. Fliff is the only book with his over favored. They have Draymond's over favored or juiced. All the other books have his under favored. They have his under juiced. Bet Online, minus 135 favorite to go under. So this play's pretty clear. And again, like, the general premise is any public information, you know, it's not perfect. All these books are slightly different. They're taking slightly different bets. But again, like, it's all baked into the market. Lineups, injuries, betting volume, sharp action, all that type of stuff. It's already baked into the market, into the odds sportsbooks are putting out. And this can be the first play we go with on Fliff. So this seems rock solid. You know, minus 105. All the other books have ripped him to being a pretty heavy favorite to go under around like minus 130. But we still got to get our PrizePicks play. So we have Green under 6.5 assists at 250, and this will be our first play on Fliff, and this is at minus 105 odds. So what's nice about Fliff is, like on PrizePicks, you can't play straight bets. It's not like we can just play Trey over 22.5 points. We need some stuff to pair with it. But anyways, I'm sure we'll find some stuff on PrizePicks. So let's refresh this, and let's see what we got available. So we have Bymus over 26. Okay, that play had solid value. Is there anything else? I mean, we have Kyrie over 4.5 rebounds. Okay, and we have the Trey discount, and we just want to find 2 more picks. So what I can do is maybe we see if we can find some correlated League of Legends plays. So when you're betting on League of Legends on PrizePicks, Underdog, they don't even let you pair players from the same team together, but you can on PrizePicks. Is my recommendations are just try to find multiple data points. Like, you want to see where PrizePicks is clearly off from the rest of the market. You know, so like you look at this line, if we just kind of pull it up real quickly. Let's take a look at him. You know, PrizePicks has his line at 5. You want to consider the juice too. Hot Streak, they have his line at 5.5 with the over favored or juiced. So given that, you know, given this information that's present in markets, obviously you don't want to take his under, right? Because here's another book. They first of all have his line higher, and they have his over favored or juiced. So obviously, you know, you're getting ripped off if you take his under. So we'd want to take his over. But ideally, we can find a player in the same game, you know, that maybe is correlated, which it looks like we can do. So let's take a look here. So we have this player, and then we have this player. Nope, these players are on opposite teams, so that's not going to work. So when you're betting on League of Legends, long story short, you just want to take players from the same team to go the same direction. So anyways, maybe we won't get some correlation, but let's just lock in our slip quickly, and then I'll share the link. And usually these promos, I mean, have pretty low betting limits, but let's take a look. So here's the current, you know, 4 picks we have, but we need a 5th pick that we can go with. 1, 2, 3, 4, all fucking overs. Damn. All overs. So we need a final pick that we can kind of go with. So let's go here. And what have we already locked in on this live stream? We've locked in Draymond under 6.5 assists at minus 105 odds. And then we have a 3-pick entry on Dabble. But anyways, come on, PrizePicks. Load up. So let's take a look here, and then let's lock it in, and then I'll share it. We just need one more fucking pick. Okay. So let's go here, and let's refresh this, and maybe, I mean, you can see, like, Dabble really is the good book right now. They already moved this down to minus 110, but here's the Kyrie Irving play, okay. Come on. So we have Bimus over 26, okay. So we just need one more pick to go with. Maybe Frozen under 32. Let's take a look at this play. This is CS2. Again, I'm aware esports is probably not everyone's favorite sport to watch, but there's so many games, and more games, more surface area for books to cover, more opportunity. So let's take a look at this, and let's see if we like the under 32. And then we'll have an under. 32, 30 and a half, 30, 29. Good enough for me. We found 5 plays with value. And again, like, usually these promos, yeah, the max is only $5. Hopefully you can bet it for more. But anyways, let's lock this in, and then I'll share the link. So here's the 5 flex. And then we can go ahead. We can share the link. Tobias Harris, Dabble is hiding your plays. Can you guys not see him? I don't know. Maybe they're hiding them because we're winning too much. But anyways, here's the PrizePicks play we have for the trade discount. Hopefully you can see it on the screen. Yep, you can. So let's just go here. And again, it's like, you know, they only give you $5 for it, which sucks, but good enough for me. And then we have Frozen under 32.0, map 1, 2. So where should we go to next? Maybe we'll take a look at Underdog. And then this is PrizePicks. And then it's a 10x payout, 2x, 0.4x. But anyways, let's go ahead. Let's go back here, and let's see if we can find some other plays on Fliff maybe. So, or on Dabble. So this play I already bet at plus 110. Now it's available at plus 105. You can see the entire market has moved towards Davis's under. You're still able to get plus money on Fliff. No other book's giving you plus money. I mean, team total regular time, Avs under 3.5 team total. So there's some plays on Fliff. But maybe what we do is another Dabble slip, because why not? So let's go back here. And let's kind of take a look. So again, like, this line's not available on PrizePicks. If we look at Keegan Murray, and then maybe we'll try to find some other PrizePicks plays. They have his line at 14, right? On Dabble, it's 13.5. Again, it makes a big difference long term, and the reason, you know, I can say that, you know, like yesterday we lost Sexton by half a fucking point. That killed 3 parlays. 1, 2, 3. I mean, all this shit, and it was looking great too, but... So long story short, like, getting these extra half points of value, like, that's what's going to help you make money long term. But anyways, let's try to see if we can find something good to go with, because there's a lot of plays on Dabble. So let's go back to Dabble, and, you know, here's the first pick we have open. Boom. But let's see if we can find some new stuff. So where do we want to start? So again, like, on Dabble, you can kind of include the same play a couple times if you want to. Like, you can make a different, even though I was limited to, you know, $45 on this or whatever it is, like, we can include the Trae Young pick if we wanted to in another slip. But, damn. So what should we go with? I mean, we could make a 5-pick entry and include some of the same picks. So we could go here. And what we can do is we can make a nice little 5-pick entry. We're already running a 3-man with the Scotty Barnes play, but hey, fuck it. We can run a 5-man as well. So we have quickly under 23.5. Or actually, what we can do is we already have the Scotty Barnes play, which is solid. But what we can do is just switch it to points plus rebounds for quickly. This play seems solid. Where is it? Nope. So we want points plus rebounds, and we want quickly under 23.5. So you can see here, like all the books have his under heavily favored. And again, even if you don't use FanDuel, like a lot of people will be like, I don't use FanDuel. Why should I care about their odds? Well, it's a $10 billion company. They're taking a ton of bets. Their full-time job is setting lines, right? They're pretty good at it. They're pretty dialed in. Not that they never screw up and have a good line available. But again, like you look at all the books, like where's quickly? We want to look at points plus rebounds. You'll see they have his under 23.5 heavily favored, right? His under's a minus 154 favorite. The under is heavily juiced. So that's information for us that, hey, he's a lot more likely to go under. That's the play we want to be on. So we want to go to quickly under 13.5 points plus rebounds. And we can go to Keegan Murray. So let's build a 5-man to start. And then there's Derek Jones under 15.5 PRAs. So you can see here, all the books have his under heavily favored. So let's go to the Mavericks game, and we want to go to PRAs, and we want to take his under. Under 15.5 PRAs, which you can see right here. So here's the start to our 4-pick entry. And again, like, you can see, like, these books aren't fucking dumb. Long story short, a lot of people will be like, oh, you know, LeBron's out. Take AD's over in points because LeBron's out and AD is going to do more of the scoring. Like, that's already priced into the market. You know, you can see all these other books have moved lines towards his under. A lot of times it's lineup driven. You know, if you look at like Underdog NBA or something like that, all these injuries, you know, all this type of stuff moves around the market. All these books set their own lines, so the market's super fragmented, and that's why there's a lot of opportunity. So we have a 4-pick entry now, but we need a 5th pick. You want to go with 5-pick entries or 3-pick entries on Dabble. So what we can do is we can just try to find a final play that we can maybe pair with this. So we could take Bridges under 3.5 assists again. But let's just refresh. I mean, maybe we'll get lucky and we'll find something new. So we have Trey over 9.5 assists. We have him quickly under 23.5 points plus rebounds. We have Keegan Murray. Okay, all this looks good. We have Derek White. Curry over 4.5 threes is a good option. Bridges under 3.5. What do we want to take? I mean, what we can do is we can take this play on Draymond under 7.5 rebounds. I mean, we're already fading Draymond, but we could include it again. Man, Curry has been very questionable. But let's see if there's anything new. So we have Derek Jones under. We have Trey's over. We have Keegan Murray's over. So like obviously I'm already taking a play on Derek Jones. This plays a little bit higher of a profit margin, 3.95% versus, 1.32. Curry over 4.5 threes or Draymond under 7.5 rebounds. Whatever. We're going to fade Draymond today. I guess that's just going to be what we're doing. So here we go. We have a nice little 5-pick entry. And what we can do is we can just, chill. So what we can do is we can just kind of lock it in. So here's another play on Dabble. And again, like what's frustrating is they're going to limit me to 26.31, but it's like, okay, what you can kind of do. So here's our 5-pick entry. Where is it? Boom, there we go. We have our 5-pick entry. So what we can do is just be like, if you want to make another variation, if you're limited and get down a little more, is you can just kind of like take the best picks and then include it as a 3-pick entry, which we might as well do. I mean, why not? And then let me add these to the little tracking spreadsheet. So we have Derek Jones under 15.5 PRAs. We have Trey. I mean, we're all over Trey over 9.5 assists, but hey, it's a really good play. It's the best play on the board right now on Dabble. And then we have quickly under 23.5 points plus rebounds. So let's add this in, and that is a 3-pick entry, and then you can go ahead and we can add it in as a 5-pick entry, which is plus 1,900 odds. They're 5-pick entries, you're getting a 20x payout. So if you take a look here, it's like, okay, this is a 20x payout. But again, I'm only getting 26.31 is what they limited me to, which fucking sucks. But we've had a good run, on them. So anyways, so we have Keegan Murray over 13.5 points. And then we have Draymond under 7.5 rebounds. And what we can do is we can just format this, and we can add this in. And again, if you're just tuning in, here's what we locked in for the PrizePicks promo. They got a discount on Trae Young. Any underdog plays, yeah, we can take a look at underdog. I copy them every time. Anyways, let's see here. Well, of course, Curry isn't. Your slips are hidden on Dabble. Look, I don't know if they're hiding them, but, you know, here's my plays right here. You can kind of see them all. So, hopefully you're able to tail them. I don't know if they're hidden. I don't know if I need to add, like, a description test. Maybe that works. I don't know. I think the app is just buggy. Anyways, hopefully it's working now. But what book should we go to next? I mean, maybe we can check out Underdog. Or we could go back to PrizePicks. Or we could look at Fliff. We got a lot of options, and there's a lot of plays on Dabble. So we have Trae, we have Keegan Murray. Okay, there's nothing really new on Fliff. But hey, we do have some plays on Underdog kind of popping up. As well as parlay play. I mean, we could do a quick parlay play slip and then... Did that work? Anyways, let's see. Maybe I just need to add a test to these. Test 2. And hopefully that works. And hopefully you guys are able to tail. Anyways, we can go through a parlay play slip quickly. They also have a 10% deposit promo. I don't know if they do this every Monday. But definitely take advantage of that. You put in $250, you get $25 for free. Or $100, you get $10 for free. But what we can do is we can hopefully try to find something good on parlay play. Which is, you know, just another, it's basically PrizePicks. So, where do we want to start? I mean, we're already fading quickly. But you can see here, all the books have his under 19.5 points, heavily favored. The market's moving towards his under. I don't know. Maybe there's lineup news. Maybe it's just all the actions coming in on his under. So the market's kind of reflecting that he's more likely to go under. Who knows? But what we can do is we can try to lock in a slip quickly. Anyways, let's go here. And they have an $100 deposit match. You put in $100, you get $100 for free on parlay play. So like the first play, again, you don't have as many data points as the NBA, but this guy Elk, right? You may be like, I don't fucking know anything about esports. Well, guess what? That's fine, right? It's just data. PrizePicks has his line higher at 8.5. Hot Streak, their full-time job is setting lines, right? They have his line at 9.5, so a 1.5 higher, and they have the over favored. They have the over juiced. So what we can do is, let's just refresh this. Anyways, then we can go back to Dabble. But long story short, like if you don't like any of these picks, you can kind of form a 3-pick entry. All those plays are rock solid. Also the play on Scotty Barnes under 36 PRA, so you can kind of include whichever one you want. But anyways, let's go to our next play. So we have this guy over 8. And what's nice about parlay play is you can like bump a line in your favor. So we already were going to take him over 8. But if I wanted to, I could bump him down to 7.5 and take him over 7.5. So we're just using market information to find the best possible bets. But what we can do is let's take a look at this line on Paul George. So you can see here, it's like, okay, all the other books have his line at 29.5. 29.5, 29.5, 20. So like parlay play offers very good payouts compared to most of these other DFS sites, but they have the same payouts as PrizePicks for a 6-pick insured entry. So anyways, here's the first 2 picks we can start with on this beautiful little app. And again, I included a link below to sign up. They have a $100 deposit match. So what we can do is we can go here. And we have Elk over 8. And what else do we have? We have Paul George under 30.5 PRAs. We have Quickly under 19.5 points. You can see a lot of the books have already adjusted his line down to 18.5, including Bet Online. So we want to take him under 19.5 while we still have the chance. And then what we can do, we could also take Paul George under in points plus rebounds as opposed to, but anyways, let's just skip that over. Here we go. We got Sabonis over 30.5 points plus rebounds. This play looks solid. So none of these plays are in the same game, so no like correlation to worry about. And again, if you want to, you can bump a line in your favor. So we just need to check out points plus rebounds. So again, sometimes it's these more niche markets, points plus rebounds, where books have a harder time managing their lines. So like you can see here, his line's 30.5 here. There's literally hundreds of other sports books. All these books have sophisticated models. They're all telling us his line should be higher. So that play seems solid. But anyways, or yeah, we can take a college basketball play, under 6 assists. And that is pick number 5. And then we want Trey under 3.5 threes. Which sure, I mean, it's kind of like a hedge for the plays we already have open. Because we're already on. It also, well, they may add, yeah, you can see they add this payout bump. If you take 2 unders for NBA players on opposing teams, pretty frustrating. They add in a payout bump. But what we can do is, that's fine. We can just take Harris over 10.5 rebounds plus assists. And here we go. We have a nice little, this is the same payouts as PrizePicks. The only difference is these, you know, these books have different lines from one another. So sometimes, you know, there's better bets on, anyways, let's see this play. So sometimes there's better plays on ParlayPlay. Other times it's PrizePicks. You know, they're both running pretty solid promos right now, right? PrizePicks has a discount on Trey, which we already took advantage of, 22.5 points. ParlayPlay, they have an 100%, or they have a 10% deposit promo. I think they give this to everyone, and they run it every single Monday. But long story short, we have a 6-pick entry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have Harris, if you're trying to build it. We have Paul George under 30.5 PRAs. We have Sabonis over 30.5 points plus rebounds. And we can go ahead and we can add this in. And they have a max bet size of only $60, which is, you know, just kind of how it is. Max bet size of $60 for these 6-pick entries. So again, it's just like PrizePicks. If you go 5 for 6, if we go 5 for 6, we'll double up. If we go 6 for 6, we get the 25x payout. And what we can do is just kind of lock it in. And I'll share this spreadsheet, which is just kind of all the bets I got open for today. And then we can kind of hopefully find some good value. Better has a double promo. I don't use DraftKings because I'm limited, but there's good bets on DraftKings, I'm sure. But I'm heavily limited. I mean, not that I'm not limited on PrizePicks, but anyways, what we can do is we can see if there's any other new plays that kind of show up. So this is new. D'Angelo Russell, under 6.5 assists. So what's going on here? So you can see it looks like the market has ripped towards Russell going under. Maybe there's some lineup news. I don't know. Not sure. But you can see he's a big favorite to go under. Under 6.5 assists for D'Lo. So why don't we? Why don't we build another slip on Dabble? You know, that's kind of the hot girl at the bar. This is the book that has a lot of value right now, so we want to take advantage of it. So we want to go here to D'Lo under 6.5 assists. Rock solid. All these books, all these betting markets have his under heavily favored, right? So again, it's not just like there's one data point. You have dozens of sports books. They all have D'Lo heavily favored to go under. On Dabble, they give you the same payout if you take him to go over or under. So that plays solid. We can see, where does Underdog have his line? So you can see they've already bumped him down to 6. And it's not sexy, but this is how you get an edge. You find a bunch of plays with value, right? If all your plays have solid value, you will win long term, you know? So what we can do, oh, fuck. Even better. Look at this. Well, I'm already on AD, under 3.5 assists. But look at this. I mean, now we can get him under 4. Which is a little scary, but if we take a look right here, let's take a look at Anthony Davis. I mean, Dabble has his line at 4. All the other books, all the other fantasy sites have him at 3.5. And again, like if you just go to a game log for like AD, you know, his line is centered around, he usually has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like the probability he has exactly 4 assists in a game, here's 1, here's 2, like it's pretty frequent, 3, 4, 5. Probably like 20% of games, you can see he has maybe even more, 25%, he has exactly 4 assists. So, like, there's a big difference getting him under 3.5 versus under 4. Caesars has his line at 3.5 with the under favored. So, we're already on his under 3.5 on Fliff at plus 110, but should we double down? I mean, there's clear value on it. So, you know, maybe we include it in a dabble slip. I mean, we already bet under 3.5. Obviously, under 4's a little bit better. So, fuck it. Maybe we go with it again. And you can see, too, like, a lot of people are like, oh, a half point. It doesn't make much of a difference. So, I don't know why odds are locked for this game. Is LeBron injured? What's happening? I don't know. It looks like FanDuel has odds just locked for this game. Super weird. Maybe there's some lineup news about to come out. What we can do is we can kind of refresh this, maybe take a look. I don't know. Zion will play Monday. Anthony Davis available to play Monday. So I guess he was questionable. I feel like there's always announcements for AD. But anyways, we'll find a play on Dabble here in a sec. Again, here's what we went with for the trade promo if you want to tail. Anyways, what book should we go to next? And this play was from last night. I mean, I'm not sure what really happened with... So here's the play we currently have open. Or shoot. No, you can see it. Okay. Do you use Jock Market, Hot Streak, or Vivid Picks? I've used Vivid Picks a little. I used to use Jock Market. I do use Jock Market. I'm just limited in Hot Streak every now and then. But anyways, what we can do is, you know, this play on Garland was crazy. I'm not really sure what happened, but Fliff posted his line last night at like minus 105. We'll see what's it up to now, because I gave this play out on Twitter. Garland assists, over 4.5 assists. This isn't from the live stream, but this isn't either. But anyways, what we can do is we can go here. We're going to look at player assists. And let's see if we can check out the Lakers game now. Maybe FanDuel has their lines back up, and they do. So you can see FanDuel has AD favored to go under 3.5 assists. And we're getting under 4 on Dabble. So we actually got to move. I mean, this play is not going to last a long time. And you can see like 3.5 to 4.5 assists is a big jump in the odds. Minus 106 to plus 178. So even though FanDuel's not giving you odds on the under 4.5 assists, you can kind of assume like, okay, it would probably be like assuming the same amount of juice as here, like minus 200. But anyways, so we have AD under 4 assists. All the other books have his line at 3.5. I mean, we could take Quickly under in points again. We could take Scotty Barnes under in PRAs. I fucking love my unders. So we can go here. And we could take Scotty Barnes under 36 PRAs. Obviously, it doesn't make sense to take Quickly and Scotty Barnes to go under. Those plays would be negatively correlated. It doesn't make any sense. to take them both to go under in the same slip, right? Like they're on the same team. It's kind of like AD and LeBron, or, LeBron and AD and D'Lo. If you take AD's over, right? Long story short, like you want to take, ideally you're taking one player to go over, one player to go under if they're on the same team. If Anthony Davis has a great game, is scoring most of the points, D'Angelo Russell is more likely to go under. And you can see that's kind of like reflected in FanDuel prices and correlation. So it's kind of reflected in their lines. But anyways, so kind of a different variation of the same slip. I mean, Derrick Jones under in rebounds. So it looks like they moved his PRA line, right? But now there's value on his rebounds line. Boom. So his odds have just fallen off a cliff. So this is what we can go with, 3 unders. So let's retry this. And we can take that. And there we go. We got that's another dabble option. Obviously, again, this play on Trey is probably the best. I'm just getting down, some different options. So we have this, and then we have Anthony Davis. Under an assist. So we got Derrick Jones under 4.5 rebounds. And then we have Scotty Barnes under 36 PRAs. What do you guys think? Anyways, what book should we go to next? Maybe if we're lucky, we'll see some value on Underdog. Damn, here's a play that just popped up on PrizePicks. Brandon Ingram. Chew. Look at that. Boom. Maybe something was, I don't know. Maybe something was just announced in kind of the Raptors game. But you can see like his odds are falling off a cliff towards his under. Under 5.5 rebounds. Boom. Boom. All these sports books are ripping towards his under. Who knows? And again, like on PrizePicks, they're going to give us the same payout if we take his over or his under, so we want to take his under. So let's see if they still have it available. What the fuck, PrizePicks? Load. So let's see if we can still get this down. So let's go here to Ingram. Nope, not NFL. So let's go here. And again, they have a discount on Trey. And did they just completely remove him? It looks like PrizePicks just removed Brandon Ingram, like completely as a player. There's nothing on him. So we missed that. It's still available on ParlayPlay. And again, like that's another benefit of having multiple books is the market ripped lower. Right now, Ingram's a huge favorite to go under 5.5 rebounds. I don't know why that's the case. A lot of times it's not clear. But you can see, PrizePicks and ParlayPlay, they have the same payouts, right? For most slip types, 6-pick entries. So this play is available on both. PrizePicks, it looks like already just completely removed Brandon Ingram. So I don't know, maybe something's going on in the game. But it's still available, it looks like, on ParlayPlay. Well, nope, it looks like they just removed him too. Anyways, so a lot of options on Dabble, like if we wanted to take D'Lo, I mean, again, the AD play is objectively better. Anthony Davis under 4 assists, but obviously, we're already on it, but this play looks solid too. I mean, D'Angelo Russell under 6.5 assists. All the books have his under heavily favored. I mean, the market's just absolutely ripped towards his under. And again, like FanDuel, they know how to set odds and lines better than you do, better than I do, right? Not only is it their full-time job, they have better data feeds, they have tons of money. It's a multi-billion-dollar company. They know how to set fucking lines. But also what they have that we don't have is they have access to betting volume. I mean, FanDuel has millions of customers. They're seeing what they're betting. They know which of their customers are sharp or, profitable, and they adjust lines based on all that information. If all of their smart, profitable customers are hammering D'Lo's under, they're going to move odds towards the under. So everything ultimately kind of gets reflected in the market. So we already bet this at minus 105. But anyways, if we wanted to take this play on D-Lo, we could, and maybe we'll get lucky and, oh my God, they moved quickly the wrong way. They moved quickly to 20, right? I'm pretty sure they meant to bump him. So let's go here to the Raptors game. And we want to take quickly, did they bump him to 20? It looks like he's still at 19.5 on Dabble. Yeah, maybe they didn't. Anyways, we can refresh it. And again, here's the PrizePicks promo play we already locked in. If you're just tuning into the live stream, 5-pick entry. They got a discount on Trey. And then here's kind of the spreadsheet breaking down, all the plays. If you missed any and you want to catch up. Damn, Christian. Yeah, here's the Google Doc sheet. Anyways, what we can do is try to find something else on Dabble. So again, it's kind of up to you. This play on Trae Young is very good. It's kind of up to you. How many slips do you want to include it in? How much action do you want to put down on it? It's better. There's a higher profit margin than the D-Lo play. Again, like on Dabble, any 6-pick entry or 3-pick entry, you're getting a 6x payout. So you just want to find plays with the highest possible win rate. And if you look at Trae, he's a really big favorite to go over 9.5 assists. It's not a lock, right? But minus 160 favorite. D-Lo's more like minus 150, when you kind of consider all the data points in the market. So we don't want to take that. But what we could do is we could take Draymond under in rebounds. You can see it's just fallen off a cliff, right? All the books have his under heavily, heavily favored. And again, the market's always moving, right? Lineups, injuries, betting volume, all that type of stuff is moving. Is moving around where the current odds are. It's just kind of like the example I love to give is, it's just like the price of a stock, right? Like Facebook stock popped 20%, right? Why? Well, the market was reflecting new information that they made a lot more money than, people were expecting. So the market prices in this new information. Market's always moving. So obviously, if we could go back in time, if we could go back to last week and buy Facebook at $390, that would be a no fucking brainer because there's new information in the market that the company fucking crushed it and made a ton of money and the stock popped 20%, right? So it's kind of the same thing here as lineup news, injuries, all that type of stuff moves around the market. Sometimes there's books that are asleep at the wheel. They're stale, like this play on Draymond. All the other books have ripped him to being a very heavy favorite to go under 6.5 assists. We already got this at minus 105 odds. Now it's down to minus 110, which is worse. But regardless, all the other books have ripped him, significantly lower. Fliff is kind of stale. Still, they're the only book with his over favored. I guess they took the night off, because this is a really good play. But anyways, let's go back here. So we have 2 picks. And this play on Keegan Murray, again, I don't know. Market has him as a big favorite to go over. I don't think he's been scoring a lot, so a little surprising. But again, just kind of following the data. PrizePicks has his line a full point higher. So you can see he dropped 33 on January 31st. So last Wednesday. I don't know. But long story short, this seems like a great play to go with. So we can go to the Kings game, and we can take Keegan Murray. PrizePicks literally has him a full point higher. So even if you use Dabble, it's still a source of information for us. We want to consider all these books as a source of information. So there we go, and we got a nice little 3-pick on Dabble. And I'll share this spreadsheet kind of breaking down all the plays. So we have D'Angelo Russell under 6.5 assists. We got Keegan Murray over 13.5 points. And then we got Draymond Green under 7.5 rebounds. And I'll share this little spreadsheet. And then hopefully our plays win. And what do we want to look at next? So did PrizePicks put a lineup back on Brandon Ingram? We can take a look. And now they put him back. We were trying to bet his under 5 rebound, 5.5. They bumped him down to 5. So we missed that play. So PrizePicks is, you know, as you can probably see, like PrizePicks is, oh, fuck. Oh, baby. We got to play on Underdog. Fucking load it up. So this play just popped up. What's going on in the 76ers game? Let's take a look. Man, it's just a little stressful. Especially this time of the day, there's just a lot of good plays. So like what is going on Underdog? Because it looks like there's a lot of good plays. So let's refresh this, get focused, and also get ready to move quick because Underdog bumps shit fast. They're kind of like PrizePicks. You got to move quickly to get in on, you know, the best kind of bets. So, you know, as the app is janky. Anyways, what's nice about that is I can do it on my phone. Yeah, what the fuck? So let's go here and let's take a look at Underdog because it seems like a lot of news is coming out and moving around the market. So maybe it's starting lineup driven. Brook Lopez questionable, like Giannis probable. Well, all this stuff's for Tuesday, but I mean, all this type of stuff, right? Obviously, if Damian Lillard is playing, that affects the money line. That affects the spread. That affects, you know, that affects Giannis's points line. If Dame is playing, you know, then Giannis's points line will probably come down because he's going to take less of the scoring load. Whereas if Dame is out, anyways, load up. Come on. Anyways, let's see what we got here. So the first play we wanted is Kelly Oubre under 5.5 rebounds. Under 5.5 rebounds. And again, like, I just try to be a little careful. I just want to make sure I don't take anything stupid. So this play looks incredible, but we need things to pair it with, right? So what we want to do is we want to go to Green under in rebounds. And then, oh my God. Let's go with this esports player under 27. And again, try to move quickly. Already lock it in if you want to. So we have Green under 7.5 rebounds. Kelly Oubre under 5.5. Isaac under 27. And let's just take a look right here. So you can see, like, what are they doing? I mean, again, you don't have as many data points, but I mean, this is why esports is so crazy. You know, his line is 27 on Underdog, 23.5 on Hot Streak, 25 on PrizePicks. So let's see if we still are able to lock it in. And boom, we are. So perfect. And I'll share this in the little chat. So that's a solid play on Underdog. It seems like there's a lot of value on Underdog right now. So what we can do, I don't know. Draymond Green under 7.5 rebounds, and then man. And then this is on Underdog, so it's a 6x payout plus 500 odds, and then we hit it for $100. And I mean, I don't know, like, what happened in this game. Maybe something was announced, but you can see, like, we can actually see, I don't know, but obviously, like, he's ripped to being a huge favorite to go under 5.5 rebounds. We can see, does PrizePicks have a lineup? They have him at 5, right? So here, Underdog Fantasy was asleep at the wheel. And what's nice about Underdog is a bit better, higher betting limits. I'm still able to get down like $100, which will take $100. An Underdog, we've been a little cold on these live streams, but hey, we have this one down to Debo under 5 receptions. This was from last night. So we already have some good-looking plays kind of starting up for the Super Bowl from these live streams. We have Jennings under 1.5 receptions. Yeah, we already got some Super Bowl plays. So anyways, now, I mean, it still looks like there's some solid plays on Underdog. So if we just take a look at quickly. Under 26.5 points plus assists. So what we can do is we can just kind of go to like points plus assists and see what's the deal here. What's the deal with quickly? Right, so they have his line at 26.5. All the other fantasy sites have moved him to 25.5, 26. Some sports books, I mean, FanDuel has his line at 24.5 with the under favored. All these other books. So again, all these books, slightly different models, all that stuff. Caesars, they have his line still at 26.5, but the under's a huge favorite, minus 160. And again, like if you go through, so Garland, I mean, we're on this play from yesterday. Garland over 4.5 assists, it's down to minus 160. So again, like sometimes the best bets are early. Yeah, sometimes the best bets are early. You know, when books first post odds, there's huge discrepancies. You know, the market hasn't settled in. When books open lines for the upcoming day, you know, the market's super out of sync and you can get some good plays in. But anyways, we have our first pick on quickly. Cool. And ideally, you know, we can build out a nice little slip because I doubt this lasts long. So we want quickly under 26.5 points plus assists. Why did you take Kyrie over PRA on Dabble? I don't think I took Kyrie PRA on Dabble. You guys are just making shit up. Kyrie PRA. When did I take Kyrie PRA? I don't have anything with Kyrie. But anyways. What we can do is, let's refresh this. And let's take a look. Once it loads up. So we have this play on quickly, which appears to be by far the best play on the board. And then there's some esports value. Underdog is insanely fast. It's actually really frustrating. But hopefully everyone can get this play in. Well, we don't want to include players from the same team in these four. So anyways, this seems solid. Just kind of finding value under 12.5. So that's a 3-pick entry. 1, 2, 3. So hopefully you can see it. And, you know, hopefully you guys are able to lock it in. I'm going to lock it in a sec. So we are all over quickly's under. I don't know how I feel about that, but hey, is what it is. And there's the link if you still want to tail, but you didn't already. Quickly under. Boom. So we got 16 minutes until the game start. 16 minutes until the game start. So what we can do, damn. So you can see this play. We already got it on Underdog. Underdog moved it. It's still available on Better. Let's see if they have any promos. This is another DFS app. Your next cash entry after opting in is eligible for a double payout. Did everyone get this promo? But we can take a look. So, okay. Double payout, maximum entry is $10, so it's only $10. So we can see, I mean, okay, so what we can do is hopefully try to get something in quickly. And we're going to get a double payout. So I guess it's going to go from a 20x payout to a 40x payout. So what we can do is we can go to Curry over 4.5 threes. That was the play I kind of avoided on the other books. So we have Curry over 4.5 threes. Better does this every Monday. Oh, that's awesome. Good to know. So we have Curry over 4.5 threes. All the books have his over. Heavily favored. Okay, great. We have Mobley under 22.5 PRAs. And then we have Oubre. So honestly, like, I don't want the lines to move. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll just place this. So, long story short, we're getting a double payout. So if you put down 10, again, usually 2-pick entries suck, but there's not even like 5 good picks right now, and 2 of these players are in the same game. So basically we can lock this in, and instead of getting, 10 to win 30, it'll be 10 to win 60. So it'll be a 6x payout plus 500 odds. And what we can do is we can just kind of lock in these 2 plays. And this is on better. And then this is a promo. So we have Oubre under 5.5 rebounds. And then we have Mobley under 22.5 PRAs. So again, we're already on one of these plays, but whatever. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, sometimes when I connect my phone, so it's only a max of $10, it looks like, for this promo. So we'll just hit it for $10. And there we go. So there we go. There we have it. So 10 to win 30, it said it won't count it until afterwards, but this is actually a 6x payout. So again, we still want to maximize value of these promos. Obviously, it's only a $10 bet size promo. No reason to stress about it, but, obviously I still want to find the best possible plays. All the books have ripped him to being a huge favorite to go under. Like, it's the same thing as Underdog. Better is another fixed payout fantasy site. Damn. So this play is now crazy. Anthony Davis, Fliff has his under at plus 105. FanDuel has his over at plus 112. So you could arbitrage bet this if you wanted to. If you're not a big sports guy, or you don't want to take too much risk, like, you can hedge. Arbitrage just means hedging for a profit. And it keeps getting better. This play keeps getting better. If you're not on 80s under, either hammer this under straight up, or you can arbitrage bet it with FanDuel. Fliff has a max bet size of 250. So you could make a risk-free $25 just for clicking a couple buttons. You go to Fliff. That is under for 250. So let's go here. We want to go to Fliff, and then we want to take, well, I've already bet it, so I'm not going to be able to re-bet it. But what you'd want to take is just 80s under, right? You're getting plus money on the over and the under. That's fucking crazy. So bet his over on FanDuel, his under on Fliff, and you'll make a risk-free profit of $25.23. Just hit his over on FanDuel for $237, maybe round to $240. That's arbitrage betting. So it's crazy. So we have over 3.5. You could also just throw 250 bucks on both sides if you use FanDuel. So FanDuel has the over at plus 116. It probably won't last a long time. Fliff has the under. So you're getting plus money, right? You're betting 100 to win 105, 100 to win 116. So imagine, like, if you put 100 on both sides, you're always going to lose one bet. You're going to win one bet. You're either going to win 116 or win 105. But Fliff has a max bet size of 250. So you can just imagine, like, okay, what if I hit this for the max available? And if he goes over on FanDuel, you win 250 times 1.16, and then you lose 250 on Fliff. So if he goes over, you'd make $40 profit. And on the other hand, if he goes under, you lose, or sorry, this should be FanDuel, this should be Fliff. On the other hand, if he goes under, you lose 250 on FanDuel. On Fliff, you would win 250 times 1.05. So regardless of what happens, you're ending in the green. That's arbitrage betting. You're just hedging for a profit because because two sports books have such different odds from one another. So now it's a little worse, plus 110, plus 105. But I mean, the same thing applies. This play is absolutely insane. So, I mean, yeah. Again, it's not a guaranteed win, but you're getting plus 105. The rest of the market has his under favored. It's about as clear as it gets. Seems really fucking good. But unfortunately, you know, Fliff has a max bet size of 250, so I'm not going to be able to bet it again. Quickly will be on fire. How come you have Draymond over, but also his under? I don't know what you're talking about. Where do we have Draymond's over? I don't see where we have Draymond's over. I think we have his under on Underdog. I meant to take his under at least. Yeah, so we have his under on Underdog. And then I'm pretty sure we have his under on Dabble as well. But anyways, let's take a look. Maybe we can see some last minute value. The game start in 9 minutes. So again, this play on Trey is incredible. This play on AD is incredible. But like, I've already bet this. So do I want to bet it again? We could. So Draymond rebounds. It's now gone from Underdog. But, you know, you can see they've already bumped him down to 7. We got 7.5. You know, so that's great. Taking advantage of these books and their shitty lines. So anyways, what we can do is we can go back here. And, I mean, it's a lot of the same plays. We have Bridges under 3.5 assists. We have Murray over 13.5 points. Let's check, though. Maybe we can find something better. Damn, we got a lot of bets open. So let's see. Let's see what else is available. So I'm surprised they still have this play on Trey up. Like, Underdog and PrizePicks usually remove this pretty quickly, but it's still available on Dabble. I have it in a couple different slips. Again, I can only get down a max of $45, so we have it in how many slips? 1, 2, 3. So it's only like, it's in $115 on it, which isn't a ton. Because I would have liked to bet it for more. So I mean, again, like, not saying it's optimal, but we could make another slip with Trey. And again, like, I wouldn't do this normally. If I wasn't limited, I'd just find the best 3 picks and kind of pair them together. But, I mean, Keegan Murray, you can see they just bumped him up to 14. So we got him over 13.5. Now he's bumped up to 14. A lot of the value goes away. So that play's now gone. Anthony Davis, under 17 rebounds plus assists. I mean, what is going on in this Lakers game? Just seems like odds have been ripping lower on Anthony Davis. Maybe he's expected to get less playing time. I don't know. We can see if there's any news or something like that. I don't know. I don't see anything about Lakers players in here. So maybe it's because he's available to play, but people think he's going to get less minutes, or the market thinks he's going to get less minutes. But if you check out his rebounds plus assists line, I mean, all the books have his line at 16.5. The sports books have his under favored or juiced. Again, to be profitable on Dabble, all you have to be able to do, and I'm not saying it's easy, but let's go here. So we want his under. All the other books have his line at 16.5 with the under favored. But to be profitable on Dabble, you just have to be able to win your over-unders, like Trey over-under 9.5 assists. You have to be able to win your over-unders above 55% of the time, right? And we have some spreadsheets that kind of like break down the math behind Underdog, PrizePicks, all sorts of stuff like that. So all you need to do, maybe expecting a Lakers blowout, yeah, possibly. But long story short, like, you know, why is this play on Trey profitable on Dabble? Well, why is it winning above 55% of the time? The market has him as a heavy favorite to go over, right? Say it's, you know, minus 160. Minus 200 means a 2-to-1 favorite, 2/3 to win, 66.67% to win. Obviously, this isn't minus 200, but I mean, it's minus 160, minus 150. Minus 150 is a 1.5 to 1 betting favorite, 60% to win, 2/5 to win. So Quickly, I mean, more value on Quickly's under and PRAs. I'm already on his under. I'm already on his under 30.5. Here's his under 30, right? You can see all the other books have his line at 29.5 with the under favored. We have Curry over 4.5 threes. Do we like that? I mean, Curry over 4.5 threes. You can see that play right here. It's also available on Better. I mean, 4.5 is just such a high 3 line, but you can see he's heavily favored to go over it. Luka under 9.5 rebounds. I mean, so there's a lot of options on Dabble. It just, you know. Yeah, maybe it's blowout potential. Whoever said that, good call. Maybe just because they're such big favorites. You know, I don't know. But anyways, we don't have to include that again. I obviously already have AD and a bunch of slips, but it looks like a solid play. Same thing with Curry over 4.5 threes versus the Nets. Same thing with Quickly. I mean, we have Bridges under. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of different options. Obviously, the games start in, 3 minutes? So we have Trey's over. We could take Draymond's under. You could take Bridges under. So those plays actually maybe pair kind of well together. You know, if the game's a blowout, Draymond less likely to play in the fourth quarter. Same thing with Bridges. Luka under 9.5 rebounds. I mean, we have different options, but what we could take is just, I mean, again, like maybe very slight, not strong correlation, but taking 2 unders together. And I'm aware, like, you know, but anyways, maybe we'll call it, obviously not everyone can use Dabble. It's not legal in every state. So it's just kind of, it's the book with the most value right now. So that's the book going to be placing the most bets on. Damn. Cool. So we have Trey over 9. So we need Trey to get assists. We need Draymond to stay under his assist line. We have his under and assists on Fliff. We have his under and rebounds on Dabble and on Underdog. And then we have Bridges under 3.5 assists. So finding a bunch of plays with an edge. Let the math work itself out. Hopefully we have a good day. And I'll share this spreadsheet that kind of breaks down all the plays we currently have open. And I'll add a description to this, so hopefully you can see it. Test. Anyways, hopefully that works. I haven't found a fast way to enter Dabble picks. There's no search button, which is frustrating, but anyways. Hopefully we have a nice little rebound. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at this bad boy. Under 244. Fuck. Hopefully they let us bet this. Please let us bet this. Please let me bet this. Please let me bet this. Fucking bullshit. They always do this. They literally bumped it down 2 points in our face. I mean, obviously, that would have been incredible. Minus 115, like the best advice I got when I started sports betting, just treat it like trading a stock, right? Use information to your advantage. We're able to buy this at minus 115. Well, we're not able to because they moved it, but we're able to buy it at 115 when the rest of the market has ripped it to like 140, minus 140. And some books maybe are a little sharper than others, like Pinnacle, a little bit sharper than DraftKings, Bovada. But again, you want to use all these books kind of as a source of information. This play on trade just keeps getting better. And obviously the Lakers game, a lot of these games are starting right now. So hopefully we have a good day. But we'll see. Best time of the day or the worst time of the day. It kind of depends how everything goes, but let's see what else we can get. Anything on PrizePicks? I mean, there will probably be some esports value, hopefully, for tomorrow. Starting to pop up. Usually it's this time of the day. And again, like you may be like, oh, I don't like esports, but there's a ton of games, right? Which is great. That's really what's great about esports is there's just so many games. You know, we only have one NFL game left, which I'm really sad about. But esports, these guys go hard. There's like 50 games a day. So there's always good shit to bet on. All these books are running around headless, trying to set their own lines, and they screw up. So we already got Barnes under 36 PRAs on Dabble. Now it's at 35.5 on ParlayPlay. We already bet this at minus 105. Now it's down to minus 110. So again, like we're always finding value. Typically we're beating the closing line, you know. We're getting plays that end up looking good relative to where the market closes. So if we go here to, you know, like in general, that's what we want to see on all of our plays, right? Beating the closing line. Like we got 80s under, well, anyways, a lot of these games have started. But Garland, we got his over at minus 105. Market is closing, has him as like a minus 178 favorite to go over. So like that's what you want to see. That's how you know you're finding value. And you'll make money long term if you're consistently beating the market. Anyways, the games are starting. So maybe we'll get lucky and win all our bets today. Hopefully AD doesn't come out throwing fucking assists. Anyways, oh my God. So look at this. Luka. Well, this game's about to start, 4 p.m. I was suggested a 75% bankroll unit size. Just ready for baseball season. I fucking hate baseball season. So anyways, we got a lot of plays fading quickly. We got a lot of plays fading Draymond. And we got a lot of plays fading AD. So maybe, though, if we're lucky, we can find some plays for the 4:30 for the 5 p.m. games. I mean, again, like a lot of value on Dabble, but let's take a look here. And then again, where's our PrizePicks slip? Here's our PrizePicks slip for today for the promo on Trey. So 3 esports plays, that's just where the value was. This play was from last night. So we have 3 esports plays. Then we have, you know, Trey's over and Kyrie's over and rebounds. Anyways, Let's take a look. I mean, there can be value on both an over and an under. Like, if you think about it, Draymond over PRA you still have. I mean, there can be, right, like here, you could bet AD's over and his under in assists. It doesn't make intuitive sense, but you could just hedge, hit his over on FanDuel, his under on Fliff, and you could guarantee yourself a profit. You were getting plus money on both sides. So it's not, you know, a lot of people middle bet. You bet a player to go over 230 passing yards. If another book has his line at 260, bet him under 260. You have a 30-yard gap, where if the player ends between, 230 and 260 yards, you're going to win both bets. Ban Notepad. Why do you hate baseball? Usually there's not a lot of good bets in baseball. Players are less impactful. So if you think about the NBA has a ton of line movements, right? So you can see ParlayPlay now remove this play. Or sorry, Dabble now remove this play. At least it appears like they did. Maybe they didn't. But is in basketball, you get really big line movements, a lot of opportunity, because every player is so impactful. If Giannis doesn't play, if Anthony Davis doesn't play, that moves the market a lot. Whereas in baseball, I mean, even if Ohtani sits, it doesn't really affect other players' player prop lines, their RBI lines. It doesn't affect things that much. Like if you think about it, if Trey ends up sitting out, the market's going to be in disarray. DeJounte Murray, like all these other players, their lines have to move. Whereas in baseball, if Ohtani sits out, it's like it doesn't really affect, Freddie Freeman or Mookie Betts, his lines. So usually the books just have baseball more dialed in compared to other books, or sorry, compared to other sports. Anyways, let's see if we can find some value. Lakers are 13.5-point favorites. Hopefully they blow out the Hornets early and AD's ass is on the bench and he goes under 3.5 assists. But anyways, what we can do is we can find some good plays. We might as well, it doesn't look like the game has started yet. We can try to find some plays. So look at this play. Murray under 5 assists, right? Where does Underdog have the line? Let's take a look. So they have his line at 5. ParlayPlay has his line at 5.5. All these other books have his line at, all the other books have his line lower. So it's like, okay, we want to take him to go under. Man, Luka's points line, but this game's about to start, so I'm not sure why it keeps popping up. Is Luka still available? Nope, he's not still available. So that game's about to start, so that play should disappear. So we have Murray under 5.5 assists. Cool. I'm already on Scotty Barnes under 36 PRAs on Dabble. Do I want to double down? Probably not. Trae Young under 3.5 made threes. Those plays pair kind of well together, right? Under an assist for one player, one starting player. Then we have Murray under, or maybe not. I'm actually not sure if DeJounte Murray and Trae. I'm not sure if those plays actually pair that well together. I think they do, but anyways, maybe there's not actually enough value to place a slip on ParlayPlay right now. I mean, again, the problem is on ParlayPlay is they just give you, they only give you a, They only give you a 5x payout for these 3-pick entries. Again, Underdog, you're getting 6x. So it's just harder to build slips on PrizePicks, on ParlayPlay, because you need 5 picks, you need 6 picks on these platforms because they give you such horrible payouts for their 3-pick entries. But anyways, my favorite line. Makes sense. Thanks for the breakdown. Of course. Can you find some Fliff plays? Yeah, let's take a look at Fliff. Why not? what is the lowest minus number you take? I mean, I bet things that are like minus 400, minus 500. Usually there's just not a lot of value. On plays that are like minus 500. But I bet things minus 500, minus 200. Why not? So, decent looking plays. We already have Draymond. We already bet Draymond under 6.5 assists, right, at minus 105. Now it's down to minus 110. That play seems solid. And then some other options are quickly under in points plus assists at minus 135. We have Draymond under, PJ Washington, that game starting. And then we also have Okongwu over 8.5 rebounds. Anyways, let's take a look at this quickly play. So let's go to the Raptors game. Let's actually take a look. Maybe, I mean, the issue is we're already on his PRA line, but maybe we take him again. Because why not? Let's take a look at his points plus assists line. So we want to go to points and assists, and then we want to look at quickly. This is what we're considering betting. Under 26.5 points plus assists at minus 135. So where are you? So you can see FanDuel has his line at 24.5. Caesars, you know, they have his line at minus 160. DraftKings minus 150. FanDuel minus 180. You know, the weighted average with the vig removed is minus 136. All these other books have his line at like 25.5. So, I mean, this seems good. Again, we're already on Quickly's under in on a few different books. So maybe we throw, I mean, I don't know. It seems like a great play, but we're already on a few Quickly unders, so I don't know how good I feel including it again, but whatever. Maybe we bet it for $100. And again, you want to use Fliff coins. This yellow stuff is just fake money. They don't do anything. You want to use Fliff cash, the green. Fliff cash is real money. So here we have it. We have Quickly under 26.5 points plus assists. Right, and this is on Fliff. FanDuel has it all the way down at minus 180. Anyways, okay. So, fuck, the Hornets are winning. That's not what we want. That's literally not what we want. So, aside from Dabble and Better, all my plays are tracked on Pickett, you know. So you should be able to see it there. But anyways, the best time of the night. So when do the rest of the NBA games start? So we can take a look. Man, the Lakers already down from minus 1,200 favorites to minus 150. So we got games starting at 4:30 and 5. But the board's going to be pretty dry after 4:30 because, you know. Anyways, let's see if we can find some more plays. Again, you want to be like, I obviously follow a very data-driven approach, but also a very opportunistic approach. Like, you know, whatever book has the most value, the best promos, that's the book I'm going to be on because I'm trying to make fucking money. But anyways, let's go here to what I wanted to look at is just if you take Murray under an assist, how does that pair with Trey 3-pointers? So if you take Murray under an assist and then you take player threes, like, I don't know. Just something to consider. Like sometimes players on the same team, the correlation's a little confusing. Like, does DeJounte Murray, if Trey goes under, I don't know. Long story short, I'm not sure. But let's see if there's anything else on Fliff. Okongwu over 8.5 rebounds at -115. That play looks a little decent, but let's see if there's anything on Better or Dabble or these other sites. Any underdog plays? AD got an assist. Are you fucking kidding me? Bro. Oh my God. Anyways, it's a long game. It's a long game. We have him under 3.5, and then we have him under 4 on Dabble. But let's go ahead and let's see if we can. So the board's pretty dry on Better. Man, that's frustrating as hell. D'Angelo Russell already has 7 points. AD already has an assist. Anyways, let's go back here and let's see if there's anything new on Dabble. Obviously, don't want to waste a bunch of time. So if you haven't hit something on Dabble, there's Curry over 4.5 threes. There's Quickly under 30 PRAs. If we take a look at this line. Bro, are you fucking kidding me? AD already has 2 assists? No. 2 assists or 1 assist? Davis, 2 assists. I see him at 1 assist. 2 assists would be fucking beat. It's literally the first quarter. A watch pot never boils, guys. Good point. Anyways, we'll see if there's any new value. And Garland has 0. Great. Anyways, we got a lot of our plays starting. Whew. Yeah, what the fuck, bro? No, he only has 1. I stopped stock trading because I liked sports betting more. Anyways, I got to stop watching this. I swear, like, that's the death of my productivity, is just watching my bets for the night. But anyways, let's see if we can find anything else on Dabble. Make the time go away. So we have we have Draymond under 7.5 rebounds. We have Quickly under 30 PRAs. I mean, we already have so much action on Quickly, but, you know, if you want to play, it's solid. Solid as they come. PrizePicks, Underdog have his line at 29. All the sportsbooks have his line at 28.5, 29.5. Again, like, you know, just giving out options. We have Bridges under 3.5 assists. We have Curry over 4.5 threes. But if you're going to take Bridges under an assist, probably doesn't make sense to pair Curry, you know, over in threes. AD has 8 assists. Get the fuck out of here. Time to DoorDash and watch sports and porn like a real man. Yeah. Anyways, let's see if we can find anything new. So here on Underdog, I mean, the board's dry. It looks like there's a couple esports plays. And again, like, esports is just, you never see shit like this, and AD has 8 assists. Clever. But you never see really discrepancies like this in the NBA. Like, really, esports is unique with just how inefficient the market is. I mean, it's, oh, this is Valorant. So that is not something I've seen, but long story short, Chick-fil-A or In-N-Out. Bro. AD Lakers assist record. Oh my God. AD lost an assist back down to 1. AD just got his 17th assist. Anyways, so what's crazy about esports is just, again, just how big some of these discrepancies can be. You don't see it in the NBA. You just don't see it. So like, here's an example for Valorant. I mean, this line just popped up. It looks like PrizePicks just started to post lines. And Underdog Fantasy for Valorant. This line is 29 on Underdog. Then if we check out PrizePicks, they have his line at 26.5. Nope, so picking the wrong sport. But they have his line at 26.5. That's fucking crazy. 3.5 or 2.5 point discrepancy for a player. But again, I mean, it looks like Underdog's the side that's kind of screwing up here, but the board's pretty dry, so we'll move on from that. Bro. Anyways, we can take a look here. Anything on PrizePicks, any esports value? I mean, there is some esports value. But maybe I want to watch the game. So let's go here. Let's take a look at this. Nobody. PrizePicks has his line at 6. The other books have him at 6.5, 7.5. So there is some esports value, but I'm going to watch the games for a bit. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hopefully our plays win. Fucking Anthony Davis is the assist leader. Anyways, hopefully, hopefully this changes around for us. That's not fun. Anyways, have a great one, guys.